Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be looking at the Transformers G.I.JOE crossover Autobot Bumblebee Awe Striker made by Hasbro. This is kind of like a collector's dream in a sense, because everybody's been wanting a line of G.I.JOE 19 scale crossover with the Transformers, and here we have this set from Hasbro. Front end packaging on the Transformers side. Do have the logo, the Autobot artwork of Bumblebee in robot mode. These are recommended for ages 8 and above. On the G.I.JOE side, we have Stalker with the Awe Striker. Pretty nice. Overall, good design and packaging. Here's the back of it on the G.I.JOE side. You can put Stalker on the back of the Awe Striker. There's the Awe Striker. It looks like they hide Bumblebee quite well in vehicle mode. Not sure if that's the mode vehicle I would have picked for Bumblebee, but is what it is. We'll talk about that in a bit. Transformer side, you can see Stalker on the back of Bumblebee in robot mode. Here's Bumblebee and Stalker size comparison. We'll be taking a look at that in our review. Here we have this side of the top of the packaging is the comparison between the two modes. Over here, G.I.JOE. These have round stickers on them. I tried attempted to remove the sticker with some heat to get the sticker off without ripping the package. I was unsuccessful, so be very careful if you're trying to retain your box like I was, but now mine's ripped, and so it's not going in the garbage, unfortunately. Here's the other side of the box. Same scenario with the sticker, and it's very sticky. And here's UPC, if that helps you at all. Got mine on Amazon, so he's still available as of this video. The side of the box. Both modes. And the other side, showing Stalker in the alt mode. G.I.JOE logo. Pretty cool. Then once you remove those round circles, the stickers on top, bottom, front, and back, I was very successful in the front, but except for like maybe right there. I have two slide out pieces like that and to reveal the inner box, the inner brown box, I should say. Okay, the front, the back, the top of the box, the bottom of the box, and both sides of the boxes are the same here, nothing to see. It's a pull-up flat box, no tape. Here's inside the box, how it's packaged. And here's the back of it. So you have to go ahead and either cut or untie all the ties to remove your contents. Okay, here is Bumblebee and Stalker outside the packaging. You can see that he's not in his right form, I'm guessing, I hope. Notice from the product images. And here's Stalker's card. Pretty decent. Here's the back of it. Same old garbage file card. Same old garbage quality card stock. So mine's a little bent up anyway, so there's no way to keep these things nice as a card collector perspective, I guess. I do like the picture on the bottom. That's pretty cool. It gets rid of all that trash that we don't care about. Bumblebee, let's try to spin him around. He kind of collapsed on himself. This is just out of the box. I've done nothing to him. Pretty decent. And then you get, I'm not sure if this is a parts forming transformer yet, but you get the roll cage and kind of the wheel well there. You do get two antennas. And then you get his cannon, which we'll take a look at here eventually. But then you do get that trash that used to be on the back of the card on this piece of paper, if you care. Just showing you what everything's included. So that's going in the garbage. So here's his instruction sheet. That's the front. Pretty cool. Not all black and white, at least it has some red to it. The back. So I'll try to show you guys. this is actually also a good opportunity to show you the process, just in case one day if you ever lose yours or get destroyed, you can come back to Black Sauce Reviews and you can check it out by pausing the video. That's what I'm going for here as a future reference part, because everybody knows that these things deteriorate, and then you can pause these in the future if you're trying to transform your figure. So just pause and read it wherever you need to. Hopefully that's turning out pretty good. Going slow, that way you can pause and read different sections for the future reference. There's actually a lot of steps to this guy. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Okay, here we go. I guess it goes, you know, across the top, then across the bottom. So if you're trying to pause this, you have to go back and forth. I guess that's just the way Hasbro designed this sheet. There's like about 21 steps to transform this guy. I'm sure somebody's going to do a transformation video. Oops. And that's what that looks like. So you're seeing this live as I see it. So let's take a look at Bumblebee. I'm really worried about this being like a waffle transformer. I hate those things. So you can see nice Bumblebee head. Pretty decent. All the paint, Autobot insignia there is painted on, so that's good. No decals. His legs kind of stuck together there. Kind of separate them. You can see down here, steering wheel, and then that cannon piece, or whatever that's supposed to be. The plastic seems to be, the body of this seems pretty good. On the outside, the tires are hollow. Waffle parts that I despise. There, I gotta look at the instructions to see what else I need to do. Here's the bottom. His feet are the seat. This thing keeps flopping around up and down. This probably snaps in. Yeah, a little piece right there, I think, that snaps in right there. Should bring that down. It's going to be hard to do with the camera. Yeah, there it is. That works. Oh, popped out. Let me fix that. So this might be a 1 or 2 part video because I want to keep this about 20 minutes. I want to keep everybody, time is precious. So if I run into about 20 minutes and I can get through everything, then we will do a part 2. So just so you know. So before we go and mess around with the part forming parts, let's take a look at the articulation of Bumblebee here. Head does rotate 360. We do have this clear piece on the back of his head. We have a nice yellow. That's really nice. It looks like a vintage. There's nothing side to side, nothing up and down. For his arms, they rotate 360. They come up about that much, even with the tire. So you can get the T-pose. See if I can... Oh, I just tore it apart. That does not stay very well, just so you know. Kind of down there. He's a big guy. Okay, so that's the top of it. Let's see what we got here. So this rotates 360. I think we looked at that, right? This kind of rotates at the elbow. There's your waffle crap that I despise. I'm not sure if that's part of the transformation, but you do get a bendable elbow about 90 degrees. For the fist, it does not move. So I'm just, wow, really? Is it stuck in there? I don't think that folds into there, so that's no excuse to have the waffle. And there goes that piece again. Hasbro. Cheap stuff, but it's not cheap to buy it. The arms are the same. It's just flopping around everywhere. Rotation at the waist. I'm guessing that's part of the transformation. 360 there. And it goes back into there. For the legs, we do have a spin at the top here. A bendable knee. It looks like a single joint knee in my vantage point. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it's a double jointed knee. There's a joint here and a joint there. But I can't get it to move for some reason. Feet. Kind of, it's part of the transformation. There's really no articulation in it. So that's about it. This hand, let's take a look at this hand. It rotates, so I must be just stuck or something in there. There's no joint in the hand. This is a rotation. He's smaller than I was expected. Okay, just as a heads up, there is a vertical and horizontal tabs that you go into. You can see right here in the back, right there. It's very difficult to get in, or they're just not functioning properly. But that's how you would try to get that to fit on your figure. So yeah, you can see how much of a hassle it is just simply trying to put a tab in. Okay, well there's Bumblebee. If you want to pause and take a look at the aesthetics, we'll do a 360 look at him here standing so you guys can see the back of him without putting the roll cage on or anything. These are kind of just like huge. Very back kibble, I would like to say, on this guy. I think, in my opinion, I think the Vamp 2 would have been a better option. Because it's a car, that's a kind of a Jeep, but the tan and the yellow probably would have went better together than the green and yellow. So that's my choice. If you're interested on how I would pick what vehicle to use for Bumblebee for the crossover G.I. Joe. Alright, so best I can tell, to add the roll cage on there, you're going to use this connection point here. Is the only thing that's holding it together, and then you want it like this. So here's Bumblebee, and I'm telling you what, this is going to be kind of a fiddle process. Let me just show you slowly. Like, you got these bars hitting, and you got to get in there and get that on. Can't do it through the camera, I don't think. I'm going to try. It's very difficult, so I'm going to break it. Yeah, let me go ahead and put that on top of the camera. Okay, got it on right there, right behind the stand, I guess is what that is. This is quite part forming in a lot of kibble. Kind of bent him over to get it on, and I'm trying to figure out where the best place to put this stuff. Not sure. Let's just take a look here. Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to fiddle through this. My piece came off again. Alright, hold on 1 sec. Well, here he is. You can see it kind of has these, what do you want to go with? Solar panels. Very, what's a bunch of kibble. So, that's the front. And here's the side of it. And the back. The other side. I mean, I'm going to try to maybe to fiddle with this to see the best positioning is. But you see how these bars hit everything. It's just in the way. Very unsightly for what it is. You can see even on the side how thin the parts look. You know, even in Bumblebee, it looks super thin. Like he needs to eat some Energon or something. But, yeah, that's him pretty much there with the roll cage. Okay, for the antennas, you're going to want to come on the back. You find the normal place you would stick them in a G.I.JOE vehicle. Rotate these up like that. And then find your antennas. And they should just pop through. They do. And that's a good feature for this. I wish they adopt this in the future releases, because if you're trying to store your strikers once you have that tab that kind of once it goes in, it springs out and you can't get them back out. So kind of if you don't pack them away, you don't want to bend your antennas. It's almost really difficult to get them out. So if they move to that, I think that would be an improvement on the basic Ostriker molds. Here's how that looks. Pretty cool. Kind of a side view. And from the front. So here's the cannon. We have some kind of hole here for some reason. This is articulated. This is probably what he's going to hold in his hand, and then on top of the Ostriker. Do you have that classic sticker just painted on? So basically, it'll come through his hand. Hopefully, it's not too tight. Because of the movability, I think it is a pain to get it in. Okay. Alright, let me try that again. Alright, so no harder. I try really hard to get these in. And for some reason, it does not go where it needs to go. So I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time on this. You get the idea. You've seen the boxes. I don't know what's going on. Do I need to heat them? I don't think so, because it's just a solid piece next to a solid diameter hole. And these things, nothing's flopping around. I feel like I'm hitting something for some reason. Yeah, that's it for that. Such a pain. Alright, so there's Bumblebee in a nutshell in robot mode. Oh yeah, you can put the cannon up here also. Let me try that and see if that works at least. This is where Stalker would stand, and everything's falling off. This is a bunch of kibble. Okay, there we go. I got it in. Alright. So, there's antenna moving around. Got idea what that looks like. There you go. Gotta hold the camera here. And I'll show you where Stalker goes here in a bit when we look at Stalker. Alright, here's Stalker. O-ring version, retro style. Not sure about the head sculpt. I mean, it's Stalker. It fits the bill. It got his green hat. Lighter green body with the darker camo. Overall stags. Black boots. As for the chest, 2 black straps. A grenade. Some kind of, maybe it's a knife they're going for there. And the Y strap on the back. Green belt. Still, this plastic. I just don't know what to think about this plastic sometimes. Relatively irritating. Articulation. These heads do not rotate 360. The Stinger driver figures didn't either. So that's what you get side to side. Arm rotates. Get up like this much. 90-degree bend on the elbow. No wrist articulation, no hand articulation. Rotation at the waist. 360. And of course you get the side to side due to the food grade O-ring. Back and forth. He can't sit, so that's good. He can go into the Ostriker, no problem. Oh well, I actually get a 90-degree bend from my experience with the Stinger. It didn't work out very well. That did, so that's good. Pig holes in his feet for his stand. So I put him back here by Bumblebee. So take a size comparison. There he is. Comes up about his kneecap. Pretty decent. So it comes with 2 accessories. A classic style stand, all black. Into the pig hole. Maybe. Yeah. Very tight. I'm not going to push all the way through because I want to break this new style plastic. It comes with this assault rifle. Black. This looks like the gun that comes with the classified Tiger Force Duke. I did forget to mention there is a bicep rotation here. So to get that gun in. So that's how the gun kind of fits in his hand. Kind of have the elbow bent look. It's kind of awkward. I wish they haven't found their niche for these yet. They need to set aside somebody to work on these figures. I want them to continue to ring style. It'd be really cool to get some of those really great characters that we may not have anymore from our childhood. So, alright, so this video is going to be continued to a part 2. We have over 20 minutes, and so hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on part 2. I'll add it as a playlist when I put them up on YouTube. So if you play 1, 2 should pop right up right after for the option for you to watch together if you want, or at a later date. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in part 2.